Welcome back to the Cube course. This will be the lesson 2 that is solving the cross, the first step for solving the cube. There's many methods of solving the cube, and the most popular one is called CFOP, C-F-O-P. That stands for the cross, the first two layers, O-L-L, which is orienting the pieces, and P-L-L, permuting the pieces. We're breaking that down a little bit more so you don't need to do as much. So basically you'll do more steps but not have to memorize as much. So something I want you to do is, if you take your puzzle, and it could be completely scrambled, don't be afraid to scramble it, they can be solved, and try to find how many of the edges, so the two color pieces, have white on them. And if we look around, I have one here that's white and red, one here that's white and green, one here that's white and orange, and way to go. There we go. One here that's white and blue. There are 4 pieces. If you take any color, we could say yellow. And we find how many yellow edges there are. There's only 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's always just 4. So what we're going to do is take those 4 pieces, and we want to get them around the same color center. Something like that. And that's our goal for today. And we're going to do that in 2 steps. The first step is to put them on the wrong side. And you might ask, why are we doing that? Well, there's a reason, and it makes it easier to fix what I just did here, which looks good right there. White and blue is a white and blue, but that's not what we want. I want white and orange, but now that's messed up. So it's a way to prevent that. We should be able to do that plus sign, or the cross, on any color. We're just going to focus on white for right now. I feel like it's easiest to see. And instead of looking at this, we're going to get my handy tool, my special learning cube. Okay, I'm going to scramble this up. And we have our center colors and those 4 edge pieces. The first step of making this cross, or this plus sign, is making a daisy. Have you ever seen a daisy? It's a yellow center with white petals. And so I want to get white petals on all 4 sides of this daisy. And you can do any turns you want to get them here. Sometimes you might see it's in the right spot, but not turn the right way. So I'm just going to move that 90 degrees. And oh, that looks a lot easier to put up here. I did it again. 90 degrees. And then I can move this top layer so that moves up. Practice this. We're learning how to move a thing in 3 dimensions, and it's not always straightforward. I mean, if something's, let's say right here, well, how do we get it to there? And if I just turn that all the way, well, that's not going to do it. Well, if I turn it 90 degrees, now I can move that up. Or I'm just going to scramble it all again. That's good, but if I move that up, it kicks it out of the way. So I'm going to move this to a different spot so I can move this up. This one I can move up real nicely, but wait, now blue's there. And if I move that, it kicks that out. So I'm going to move the daisy around until I get that there. There's no one set pattern. There's no one set algorithm, which you'll hear that word a lot, that can just solve the cross every time, super nice and easy. But it's learning how to manipulate the pieces. And I don't want to start teaching algorithms for this. I don't want to say, well, if it's here, do this and this and this and this and this. I want you to get comfortable just manipulating the puzzle in 3 dimensions and making the daisy. If you need to, pause the video, practice that. Here's the fun part. We have all 4 here. We want to match it to the correct color. And once we do, we're going to take that color, that layer, and turn it all the way down. Which brings it to the white side. Because remember, in our first video, white and yellow are always opposite each other. Well, that's not right. Can I put orange here? Yes, I can. And I move it all the way down to the bottom. Well, here's red. That's not right. line up the red petal, move it all the way to the bottom, and the green petal, move it all the way to the bottom. And now not only do we have the cross, but they're in the right spots. Let's try it on the actual puzzle. I'm going to scramble this up. And, wow, I already have 3 pieces there. I want that more complicated. That's too easy. Okay. Yellow center, orange and white edge, but it's not right now. So I'm going to move that 90 degrees away. And then, I can move this just right up. Green and white, I can move that one right up. What else do we have? Oh, here's blue and white. If I move it up this way, that's not going to work. But if I move it this way, we now have a third petal. Here's the white and red. Can't just move it right up there. So I'm going to turn this 90 degrees. If you notice that 90 degrees often can turn things around. I can do that, but that moves blue out of the way. So I'm going to turn my daisy and move that up. All that's left to do is to bring them down now. So I'm going to find that green edge, line it up, and bring it down. I'm going to find the red one, there it is, and bring it down. I'm going to find blue and bring it down. And I'm going to find orange, last one left, and bring it down. And what you should see is the plus sign. So practice that. In the end, our goal will be to skip the daisy altogether and go straight into this. Don't worry about that just yet. You're learning to solve the puzzle. We're not worried about speed or efficiency or anything. I mean, if you want to start practicing it and learn how to move pieces into place with only a few moves, that we can do later, but not for this beginner course. Leave your questions down below. If you have anything that you have concerns on or didn't quite understand, let me know. Hopefully I can clear it up for you, and I'll see you in the next video.